Hi everyone, and welcome back to Western Centurion channel and my second update on the 00 gauge model railway layout in my garage. If you remember from the first update, I said that I was going to be putting in the bus wire. Well, that is now completed, and before I show you, just a reminder that this is what I got the wire from. A mains lead, which is what we take out of machines at work and basically just throw away. So I thought, why not recycle it and put it to some good use. So obviously I've got the baseboard off, and you can see from here this is the wire. I've used cable ties and tie bases. They're all stuck in place. I brought the cable ties and the tie bases from eBay a good 2 years ago now. Not a bad price, 250 bases, 250 cable ties. I think was about £2.75 at that time. So I've put them good use now. They're self-adhesive. The only bizarre thing is that they were meant to come on a roll, but when I actually received them, they were all individual, and it was a nightmare to actually get the backing off them. But I've done that now, and it's all in place. Here, I said that I was going to have it all along the battening on the wall, but I thought instead of going right over in the far corner there, because this is my wood pile for the winter, for when we have a lovely open fire, I've decided to actually bring the bus cable in a different route, so it'll be easy for me to get to when I start adding the droppers and wiring in the points. I've had to go around the corner, and then that drops down. We'll get a bit like, yeah, and there you can see comes through there and all the way along underneath here. Now it's going to be a bit of fun, because as you can see, I'm going to have about this much depth, which is quite a bit. So the baseboard will be sat on top of here, and if I do any points in this area, I'm going to have to drill through this, or at least make a reasonable size hole. But again, it's one of those things I'll figure that out when I actually come to it. So yeah, that's the bus cable in place. My handy little tip as well is that is to wind the wire together. It's not done excessively here, because you still want to be able to split the wire apart to put the connectors in when for the droppers and the points and signals or anything else that you want to take off of here. But yeah, just to wind them around a bit, keeps them tidy, keeps the wire together, and it's basically just a lot of help when you're fitting it to the joists. I put the cable ties as well, or sorry, the cable tie bases on the cross sections and where the entry and exit holes are. That's just in preparation for later on when I need them. I hope the self-adhesive backing is going to work. I honestly don't know. Just have to wait and see. If it doesn't, then I've got some small tack nails which I can use to keep them in place. So that is very much of a brief update for the bus cable. It's in place. I don't know if I can actually pause this video because it's on my camera and not actually on the video recorder itself. So I'll stop the video, and when I start it again, I'll have the baseboards down. Okay, so see you again in a minute. Bye bye. Hi all, and welcome back again to Western Centurion channel. Right, I've now managed to get the baseboard back up. As you can see, I have already painted it green with the leftover the green fence paint that I had, and I think it's come out quite nicely. I've done both sides, paid a lot of attention obviously to the edges. It's soaked in, so it's had 2 coats except for these 2 panels up here. Oh, a bit dark, there we are. They've only had 1 coat so far, and when that's dried out nicely I'll put the second coat on. But I think it's come out quite good. I hope you think it has as well. One of the things I've done over here in the corner on these 2 panels is that I've marked them up, and using a permanent marker pen I divided them into 1 foot squares, or squares of 1 feet. The plan on this is to help me when I actually come to lay the track. So I'll try and do the first layout. Up here I've got some track plans, which I managed to get off the internet. I quite like this one. I like the idea of it, and that's what I'd like to do in this corner. Let's have a look. We've got the turntable up here. We have a goods shed. Here's the station. I know it's just got a single track coming around here, but I'll be looking at turning that actually into a double track, and possibly around here have a 3rd track, which would be the county line. I'm obviously still not sure, still planning it all out, but I just like the look of this. It just look right, and I think starting from around here, and that layout would fill all of this up around the corner there, all the way around there, and we have another little country station around about there. So I think I've decided now all around, all this section here on this side is all going to be countryside or scenic. Then when I decide what to do in that gap at where the door is, I still think of the tunnel over there. Still not sure. I've been looking at maybe replicating box tunnel, because as I suppose you don't actually know but as I live in Swindon, and I've travelled to Bath a lot of the times, we go through Corsham and we enter box tunnel there, and when you come out box tunnel on Bath side, it is absolutely stunning. So yeah, I'd like to replicate that tunnel entrance on the Bath side, which will probably end around there, and then we'll come into the station here and then back to the plan again with the loco sheds, sidings, everything like that. That's what's in my head. I've got to put it all down onto paper yet. I might try a piece of software, but I'm not sure about that at the moment for planning the layout. I think I'll just do it by hand. So yes, that's quite nice. I keep looking at that and I keep thinking that's an idea. Had some more, which I got, but I think that's a little bit too much for me, as are these. But again, they would fit here, but we'll see. This won't be happening till next year, so I've got plenty of time to think about it again and to plan it and come up with an idea. But that just sticks in my mind. This, I think it looks lovely. I think it looks probably be perfect. I'll just put those back up out of the way. Yeah, so I've got the 8 by 1 feet of plywood. Got to finish it off in the corner here. But what I'll do is, the joist is about there, so I'll cut him off here halfway across the joist, and then cut another piece up to fit in that gap, and I'll do exactly the same again down the bottom here. You see we've got a joist there, so I'll cut him here halfway along the joist and then just fill that last expanse in. Oh, one of the other things I did with the cross sections is I took all the corners off with a sander, because obviously with it sticking out an extra foot actually to get to the shelving underneath, I'm going to have to bend down and get underneath, and the last thing I want to do, or anyone else to do, is to bang their heads on a sharp corner. Yep, so that was a little bit extra work. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do about this section here. So I've got the door open so it's a bit dark. As you can see, that's the height, which will cause a few problems, but I'm sure we'll resolve that when we actually get to it. So yeah, it's not coming on too badly. I've been having a bit of a debate as well on whether to put in a fiddle yard. Originally I thought, oh no, I don't want a fiddle yard. I just want a loop circuit. Just get the locos or the trains running and just be able to sit down and watch them go around. But the more I've been thinking about it, and the more with looking at how the layout's coming along, and the fact that I now have extended all this from 2 feet to 3 feet, and I thought, yep, you know, there's plenty of room now to put in some shunting yards, so you can still have the loop with the locos going around, and play about with some shunting at the same time. So, you know, pretty much a fiddle yard is now a must, but it's just where to put it and how to do it. So I'm still thinking a fiddle yard on this side will be good. Maybe use another piece of 8 foot by 1 feet. That should be enough to have, oh, I don't know, about 6, 7 lengths of track on. So I'm trying to think of a way of being able to fit one in. I was thinking maybe having if I take like a piece of wood like this, here we go, that was an offcut, so it's the same size, but I was thinking maybe having the fiddle yard could come up to here, and then somehow when I got the locos on and the carriages and the wagons, it will swing down underneath and connect up some track, which would run along the bottom and round about here, I suppose. Yeah, about where that little red toolbox is underneath. The track would go in underneath the baseboard and probably emerge up around here where this gap is, towards the back. Still not sure. I've never done anything like that before. I've never seen it being made, so I'll probably have a quick look on YouTube again and do some browsing and maybe visit a few forums and see what some ideas are. But yeah, so a fiddle yard is now going to go into place. Obviously, with that in mind, that means I can't fix the baseboard down now. I was hoping to get that done next weekend, but that'll have to be postponed until I come up with how and where I'm actually going to put this fiddle yard. Yeah, certainly decided that's a must. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for today, I think. It's not too bad. Might have to find a place to put my old school bench, so it's out of the way, because if I do have a fiddle yard there, it's going to be a bit of a squeeze to get in. But yeah, it's not too bad at all. Quite happy with it. I'm not sure if there'll be an update next weekend. Got a few things on, I'll be away, but I did make a hints and tip video a while ago before I started doing this layout, well, before I started videoing the layout. So yeah, I'll probably put that up to keep you all entertained. Okay, so thank you very much, and as usual, if you liked, I hope you'll press the like button, and to continue on this journey with the layout, appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. So thank you very much from Western Centurion. See you soon, I hope, and goodbye. Bye bye.